your customer is going to be very key in a world where how people come to your website or come to your application are going to get more and more blinded. Key, I think, because there are walled gardens and because you need to understand your customers better, platforms like Segmento really helps in that customer enrichment at scale, which really makes you understand who your customer is out there.
Hey, hi, Prab. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Going on. So I'll ask you questions. Your perspective towards compliance, data, AI, ICP kind of terms, which industry is adopting now. Because bygones, when people used to get into publisher side or TV or a radio kind of in campaign, but now they're talking about all these words, right? So, what are your viewpoint from the guidelines perspective? Because DPDP Act is into picture. How India will adopt that guideline and how data partners will make sure to adhere the guidelines from the government.
Sure. I think before we jump to answering that particular question, we need to set some context like how did they actually come about? Almost about 7 to 8 years ago, there was this whole theory around cookies are going to die. And that fundamentally came on the back of better privacy controls for the end user. And that led to the evolution of the GDPR and the CCPA in different markets. I think India was always tailing on that regulation and privacy control. And as more and more people are getting onto the internet, and internet is almost becoming like second life.
Absolutely, yes.
Fundamentally knows where you do, what kind of products you like, etc. Use of your data with your consent is the primary factor basis which most internet now needs to operate on. With the advent of the DPDP Act, which is coming into the act into implementation over the next coming months, I think that is laying down a very hard foundation that if you are a digital services or a product provider, you need to make sure that you're respecting the privacy and are giving the right consent choices to the end user as well, while you're leveraging the benefit of digital technology, which makes your platforms better. Like digital can't exist without knowing you better, because then it can customize the services to your requirement better. But if you do not know what signals are being taken for you to make those services better, you're kept in the dark. So therefore, I think the advent of DPDP and the other global things are just trying to make a fair balance of trade, where if you're accessing digital services, you know what information you're sharing with them and what incremental benefit they're able to provide back to you.
So this will protect individuals' consent. This will help anybody to know. Just there are data partners who are misusing the data, right? Because we are in the same industry. Or probably this might come to an end, or probably reduce in terms of misusing the data.
So it'll reduce data. There's a lot of much more stricter age guidance now coming into play. We have seen Australia banning access to social media for below 16 years of age. So because digital has become almost second nature to us, there has to be better guidance and protection to your behavior in the online ecosystem, which is what all of these guidelines are trying to do.
That makes sense because India is a dynamic market. There are diversity. These acts will really protect individuals' consent, and a player like us will work in a very safe manner because still in India, giving data or sharing data, people consider it as a very different business altogether. We are working with global agencies, we are working with brands. I see publishers or marketers are sitting on large set of data,
Yeah.
but when you talk about enrichment, when you talk about leveraging the first party data, they are not able to understand these terms, or probably they understand but they are still very stringent towards sharing the first party data or knowing more about it. So how do we go about it? I mean, from your expertise.
Well, the funny thing about the industry is that there is so much nomenclature. So, right, so first party, third party, second party, cohorts, and we now have audience enrichment, etc. The eventual or the end buyer always takes times to understand the use of that terminology in their business. And one of this very simple analogy that we try to use for marketers to understand is what we call as the ideal customer profile, or ICP. Right? We Any advertiser knows who their customer is and quite possibly where to find those customers. But a lot of times you do not know what and what else do they do beyond just being on those platforms?
Correct.
A lot of internet advertising is fundamentally restricted to walled gardens, and your understanding of that customer coming through that walled garden is also restricted. So irrespective of what source of kind of data that you use, first party, second party, third party, we are saying that we need to go back to basics, which is, can you define your ideal customer profile? If you can define it, can you identify from where you can find and target those ideal customer profile? And is there means and ways via which you can enrich that data? Which means, can I get to know more about my customer without really having to do a lot of advertising around that?
So that is our intent too. We have enrichment as a offering, and we are convincing the market to know more about the customers.
Correct.
Imagine adding your phone number and email ID, okay, in a hash format, of course, and telling you more 40 things about to a brand that these are the pin code where a person stays, or this is their spending capacity into a range, and the person is traveler, the person owns XYZ car. This really helps a brand to know about the customer better. So when the person is reaching, he's negating the noise and he's reaching out to the right person, understanding about the persona and talking to the that sense, so that individual also engage with the brand's communication skills, right? Brand communication.
This is true. I mean, like, in the absence of technologies like Segmento, if you look at the classical cycle of knowing your customer, in most of the companies, you will do closed group surveys. Like across the country, you'll invite 20, 30 people and say, oh, you would want to get a new flavor of noodles. What do you think the new flavor should be? Then there'll be blind testing, right? Those blind testing will say, okay, sample A seems to be what is liked by most people. But you do not know who else will like that product.
Seriously, or sampling on 25 people and coming to a conclusion. In TV industry used to happen, they used to put piplometer, right, on few households, and they used to say, okay, this is number 1 channel, this is number 2 channel. But ideally, that was not the case. I mean, it could have been.
So which is very key. I think because there are walled gardens and because you need to understand your customers better, platforms like Segmento really helps in that customer enrichment at scale, which really makes you understand who your customer is out there, both from who you thought your customer is, and also when you go out and run advertising, you're able to reach out to the right audiences better.
Absolutely. I think this really helps people to understand how enrichment is important. And in today's world where, it is all about personalization, enrichment is the go-to thing one should adopt.
Absolutely.
Okay, one tip or one advice or one viewpoint you want to give for the data partners or the data custodians from your experience?
From my experience, I think the world is shifting very rapidly. We are seeing AI or the way people use internet is shifting very, very rapidly. In India, you have very high dependency on mobile internet, which means people are using lesser browsers. So in the future, which is the next, I'm not saying very far away in time, but I'm saying the next 1, 2, 3 years, there has to be good efforts to understand who your customer is. And any platform which can help you better understand your customer also means you can better personalize the services or products for them. You can have better personalized marketing communications for them. And also you can create a better end-to-end customer experience from them using your product and service better. So I think owning your customer is going to be very key in a world where how people come to your website or come to your application are going to get more and more blinded. And if you do not own your customer insights, you're going to be playing the game.
Blind spot. I mean, that's a blind spot. Cool. I think this really helps for the industries to understand. Coming from you, the perspectives are helpful. And thank you so much for taking out the time and coming to our podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.